December 3rd. December 3rd, anybody? Did anybody hear December 3rd? Yeah. Apparently a lot happened on December 3rd. First, December 3rd was the 25th anniversary of the original PlayStation releasing, which I saw a lot of articles and stuff going through Twitter, and it always brings back like a really good time in my life. It's one of my favorite consoles of all time. The PlayStation 1, obviously now, PlayStation is dominating this generation in gaming consoles, and it sounds like they're kind of
next console,
they're geared up to maybe take the reins and charge into soon to be next gen. What is it? I think it's the ninth generation consoles.
I don't know.
With just a sprint. Like I have a feeling that they're going to dominate again, but that was really fun seeing all the old retro posts about all the old games and stuff. And coincidentally, when I was doing some research, I linked these two things together. There was a leak that caught our attention, which was that Resident Evil 3 potential remake cover art was leaked on the PlayStation Network. Coincidence that on their 25th anniversary, it leaked some remake artwork? I think not. But who knows? I mean, it could have genuinely been a mistake. What I will say, though, is that it sounds like people are saying that this is going to be an actual remake and not just, graphical overhaul of the game. The last time we saw them do this was with Resident Evil 2, which I did an entire playthrough of, and it was awesome. They did add new elements and changed up some of the pieces of it, changed the pacing, the camera. They did a really good job with that, and it seems like they're wanting to take that on just a little bit further, right? So some of the things I'm going to go over is that they released basically redesigns for Nemesis, Jill, and Carlos. Now, I do want to point out that I actually I think I played it or watched a playthrough, but I never played through it myself in its entirety.
I never have.
So when this game comes out, if it is a remake, it's going to be an entirely new experience for me anyways. But Nemesis stands to be one of the greatest villains of the Resident Evil, definitely one of the most iconic villains of the franchise. So it's a really smart move that they keep doing this. And PlayStation is doing it right. I think out of all the consoles, PlayStation figured out a good formula. Remake your old games. They have so many great IPs. This was something else that I've been thinking about. Think of how many games PlayStation has remastered or remade in this console generation. They have the Spyro. They did the 3 Spyros in a trilogy. Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing.
Final Fantasy X, I think, wasn't that the remake?
Yep. They're going to be doing Final Fantasy VII remake, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. And then also recently they released Medieval, which is a game I really want to play. I never got to play that as a kid, but it looks fun. And it seems like they found that special sauce that the 90s had is still really valuable with today's, for one, like adults, for me, because I grew up with it and I have this huge nostalgia. And then for two, younger generations have heard about these games but never got an opportunity to play them. And they're still good games.
Yeah.
So here are some of the pictures posted on Twitter that were released by Nibble. If I'm saying your name wrong, I do apologize. So that's good. Resident Evil 3. We also have this screenshot, pretty similar, just without the, changing in color, I guess. And then we have the Z version, which the article on IGN kind of goes through that. The cover art seems to suggest that there's going to be a special edition called the Z version, but they currently don't have any data to suggest what the variant may provide. But I think this is cool. One of the things that is funny, though, and I have to point this out. Nobody's pointing this out yet. I don't ever remember Nemesis having a nose. Why did you give him a nose? It looks weird, especially from the side. So from the front, it doesn't look so bad. But from the side, man, look at that nose.
I know. You look at it from the side and you find out, wait, that's a nose.
Will this be a good game? Who really knows? But dad jokes all day. I got him. But yeah, please. Everybody knows this will be probably a good remake. I just had to throw one more nose joke in. Because everybody knows I like
I
making
just
those.
now got those.
Yeah, nose jokes.
I forgot that you were saying. I didn't.
Yeah,
realize you were
nose.
saying nose.
Yeah, nose. Get it? And nose jokes. We got them. We got dad jokes. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to.
It's gonna be a pretty good game.
It is gonna be, I hope, a pretty good game. I haven't seen if it's being remade by the same team or not, but the thing is they don't really have. Obviously, it's by Capcom, but I don't know if it's the same team within Capcom, and we don't really have much information on it. So it's kind of hard to say. Project Resistance, we don't care about that. Although this is pretty cool. I mean, this is kind of like the quality that you got in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
On PC, it was pretty good. So yeah, if you're a Resident Evil fan, that's some big news. Keep an eye out for it.
She's spray painting on him?
Probably.